Last session started in the merchants district of Clancamrye. Having turned down Mr. Duleg's quest in Gratzem, the party were now getting ready to head out beyond the walls of Clancamrye on the morrow, and towards their greatest quest to date. Roshana visited her parents to break the news that she was leaving Clancamrye, as well as picking up some tastier rations at her family's butcher's for the road. Newly acquired fans of Roshana and the company of the Twilight Star have been flocking to the Shabafay family butchers and delicatessen after the tournament, and Roshana's own appearance at the shop certainly caused a stir. Roshana's father provided her with an impressive chef's utensils kit, perfect for travelling on the road, and your mother prepared a large chest and basket filled with goodies, about 40 rations or so, that Roshana can whip up to provide all of the party with some added benefits. After some tear-filled goodbyes, you return to the guild. Meanwhile, Vayne visited his own shop, and was greeted by a kaboom and the sound of screaming from above. Vayne ran upstairs to find that the hatch to the second floor had been pried open, and you were finally able to ascend to the attic. There you found the goblin children mucking around with an alchemical set that they had purchased, which was the cause of the loud noise after a drop of rainwater from one of the many holes in the roof plinked into their concoction. At this point, Grimsby arrived, and you asked that he watch over the children to ensure that they don't blow the place to smithereens, and also brokered a deal. For 200 gold pieces, Grimsby will see to it that a sturdy tarp is placed over the roof to help prevent more water damage. You inform the children that you'll be leaving for a while, and to try to keep the shop in the same, if not better, state of affairs. While this was happening, Rook and Kato took the carriage over to the Arcane District to pick up your bag of colding for your future hill giant harvests. On the ventilator's floor of the alchemical building, you handed over the 1,000 gold pieces and got your new satchel in return, which you were instructed to not place inside another bag of similar magical properties or vice versa, though the clerk wasn't entirely sure why. You then decided to scout the Adventurers District for a pair of goggles of night, at Kato's request. After flagging down a young student of the arcane, you were directed down some alleys towards an eerily familiar shop, a closed, almost abandoned version of Soko Scrolls and Arcane Supplies. After almost breaking and entering, the lights came on inside, and you were met with a very disgruntled Soko, who seems to have apparated over from the guild. Soko explained that he much prefers to be at the guild for the exposure, and also to avoid dealing with students trying to acquire magic items in exchange for their creative homework. Unfortunately, Soko did not have anything to aid with sight, but he did present to you a number of wacky, awful, and outright useless magic items. Kato did purchase a mystery key and a faulty wand of pyrotechnics. On failing to haggle over a scroll of animate object, which had animated itself, Soko left you in the dark for you to leave the shop the way you came in. Everyone converged back at the guild around dusk, and went to finish up your shopping. Kato and Rook made to see Soko at this store, but he quickly closed up on seeing your approach. You also made a quick trip to the general store to pick up some supplies for the journey ahead. Rook made it a point to sweep around and say his goodbyes, whilst Vayne made a stop to the quickly growing and ever-cramped Planstifer to see if he would like to join you on the journey and perhaps move him to an area where he will be free to grow and not be bothered. After a bit of time to think, Planstifer told you that he would like to go to a place where there are a lot of small cats. Still at a loss at what to do, Fern Fiddlehead told you that there is maybe one more pot they could put Planstifer in, but at that point you will really need to have figured a solution out. You enjoyed a restful and quiet night at the guild before gathering at the gatehouse the next morning. At your request, Clerk pointed you in the direction of the business Hook and Spoke in the Southern District to procure yourselves a cart and horses. While waiting for your carriage to arrive, you stopped by the ever-delightful Soko's again, to ruffle his proverbials for some goggles of night that he did not have, before he insisted that you leave. Before hopping onto the carriage, you saw a number of adventurers, including the elven fellow Sully that you've encountered a few times since joining, who had come to wish you well on your journey. It seems that your performance at the tournament and recent endeavours in the city have inspired some of the other adventurers to form their own groups. As the carriage pulled away, Lady Alvis waved at you from the guild steps. You arrived at Hoke and Spokes in the Southern District and met with the very well-spoken owner, who gave you a deal on your new cart, fitted with a tarp roof, horses, saddles, and feed. And with that, Vayne took the reins and very unsteadily drove you all down to the gate. Past this gate, you entered the shanty town, locally known as the Shackles of Clancamrye. As you were attempting to travel through quickly, you found yourselves having to swerve a group of children, which led to you almost ploughing straight into an old man that was crossing the road. Just before you ran into him, however, one of the wheels of your cart mysteriously just popped off, and you went screeching to a halt as the old man just walked on casually behind you. When confronted, the old man told you that he had luck on his side, and wasn't worried about being mowed down at all. You also noticed that he seemed to have some magical gold dust on the end of his fingertip. He then directed you to a red tent nearby, amongst the shanty dwellings, that had a sign above which read Lady Luck's Fortune-Telling Services. Not wanting to leave the cart, but also curious about the placement of this tent, you decided to head in as pairs. Inside, you met a black-furred, pantherine tabaxi woman, who called herself Lucky, a purveyor of fate and luck, and who seemed to know much about all of you already. Amongst the threads of gold that covered the table, Lucky presented to you many items that could give you an advantage. Roshana purchased a lucky stone, and Kato purchased a golden cat's cradle, at the suggestion of Lucky, who remarked that Kato is not favoured. On quizzing Lucky, she revealed to you that she could see into your futures, and some of you have some chaotic strands to follow, though these are all past the fires, and alluded to the fact that the consequences of your decisions are firmly underway already. With that, you return to your journey once more, making good time as you ventured on your first day's travel. Come nightfall, you awkwardly set up camp, some more used to the wilds than others, and took your first set of watches. Kato, being on first watch, was approached by some guards who were worried for the safety of an old man after they had reports from someone in the shackles that such an individual had been taken by 3 freaks. Despite this rude intrusion, the rest of your night went by uneventful, and you all came to next morning, a little later than usual, as Vayne had fallen asleep during his watch. Thankfully, Rook is naturally an early riser, and managed to rustle you all awake in time. Rook spoke with the horses using Speak with Animals to curry favour with the 2 ladies, before Kato hopped onto the driver's seat to start your new day's journey. And that is where we will pick up.
Okay, so what is the plan? How fast are you traveling? Fast, medium, or slow pace? Is anybody keeping watch? What is the plan for today?
I think generally we said last time that we were gonna, like, for the first few days to kind of go at a relatively decent pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To
I think
kind of
between
try and,
cities.
yeah, break the back of the journey a little bit.
I thought you were going to say break the back of the horses. No, please don't do that.
That's Kato's job.
From what we know as far as the map goes, I think we can play it by ear day to day, but generally speaking, probably a fast pace until we get to the Fernforth, because that's, I would imagine, more well-traveled roads, and they're based more in plains.
Yeah,
so
whereas
until
we'll be going into forest,
because we'll probably go slowly as soon as we hit the forest.
Fair enough.
I will say
it'll give everyone an opportunity to get used to this mode of traveling.
Yeah. Vayne will be, when he's not driving the horses, he will be plugging his instrument and and also he will kind of be wandering, like not wandering, but like watching the horizon and, you know, kind of looking more this way, I think. As we travel.
Okay, so like towards
inland.
the direction of the river, so to speak.
Yeah, looking inland effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rook will have the map out, and he will basically be familiarizing himself with like the local terrain, and then basically placing a mental image of that onto the map, just so he knows what these areas on the map look like in real life. Just so he has more context than a dot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Kato, you were gonna say?
So I'm assuming the brown rectangle is us.
Until we get like another little icon for you guys, it will be. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brown rectangle.
So Vayne, if you're taking point, just give me a general perception check then, please.
Perception.
Yes. And Rook, you can give me a d20 roll, please.
Sure.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Not bad.
So that's 30 total.
Mhm.
Okay. You start off in the morning, Kato. You snap the reins, and immediately the horse, like, one of them just veers off to the left, while the other is kind of stuck in place, and you hear a sound.
Everything all right?
Is it behind us?
It isn't, but you hear. Sorry, you feel yourself like being lowered slightly to your left. Like a wheel might have popped off.
Swear to Christ. Can I
Is
look
it the
for a
same-
wheel?
Is it the same wheel?
Yeah.
Do we maybe want to take an
Stop
extra?
the cart.
Okay.
God damn it.
Vayne, do you want to take an extended look at the wheel? You're the one with the carpentry.
I can do. I thought I'd done an okay job, but evidently not as good as needed. And I'll hop down and try and find a wheel that's rolling off somewhere.
Yep. You find it's just like flopped off to the side,
Okay.
and one of the spokes has come undone.
Okay. Can I take like a while? As we've basically just left camp, can I take like it's got to survive at least a day, and I'll look at it when we break for the evening again. But can I take like an hour or so to like
Yeah, sure.
really try and make sure that it's gonna survive like another 7 hours of travel,
Mhm.
and then tonight when we camp up, I'll look at it properly.
Sure thing.
Carpenter's tools thingy.
Can I cast guidance on him?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm so
Yeah, have a
guided.
D4. Yeah.
Thank you. Is it just a normal strength roll?
It's
Dexterity?
Dex, I believe.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The guidance for like the initial bit, but yeah, decent. What you guys?
So 22 and 22, I guess.
Yep.
So, yeah.
What are the rest of you guys doing in the meantime? You've got about an hour to kill.
I'll settle the horses.
They're like bobbing their heads up and down, getting a bit, annoyed. We still have some oats from the bucket left over. If you want to feed them that.
Yeah. I'll give them a little bit to appreciate my appreciation of their patience.
I will send the owl out to see if she sees any other people.
Okay. She bumps on your shoulder beside you. Looks at you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you fly up and take a look around?
For?
Any other people, not us.
Are you searching for beans?
Not specifically.
She turns her head away from you.
That distress is getting heavier by the second.
What do I have to sweeten the deal? nothing. I have nothing. Okay. I'll just banter back. Well,
Fuck you, bitch.
guess I'll just keep an eye out myself.
Okay. And Roshana will help. Both of you are kind of just staring out into the sun. There's no clouds today, surprisingly.
That's not good for your eyes.
Not good for you because you've got dark vision, so you know.
Very true.
Yeah. So if you want to give me a perception check, and Roshana will give you an advantage.
Okay. Fuck, a lot of good that did me.
Yeah, as Vayne is talking about, you know, it's not good for your eyes. A little piece of dust just gets into the corner of your eye, and it's, yeah. You spend a good, 10 minutes, and Roshana's having to use some of her water from the water skin to wash it out. Not a good start to the day, Kato.
That's life.
Once I'm done, I know obviously it will take a little while. Once I've done the hour of trying to sort this wheel completely, when I get up, I just want to take a quick look at all the other ones, just to make sure that we're not going to break down again in 10 minutes.
Yeah. You do a quick little investigation, and everything seems to be okay.
Hooray! And then I'll just get back on the wagon and
Would
wait for
perhaps
people to
Rook
be done.
like a try?
Well, that was a mechanical issue. You know.
Oh, so you want me back at the reins?
Well, how else are you going to learn?
He does have a fair point, though. Just go easy on the left-hand wheel.
He just silently gets back on the reins.
As we begin to pull off, Rook's going to start by just putting a hand on the bridles of each horse and sort of pulling them or leading them forward in tangent, just so
Okay.
there's not a mismatch.
Yeah,
just so we
a
get
walking
going
start.
for a little bit.
Yeah, a good walking start. Alrighty. Kato, you can give me a survival check with advantage, please.
Vayne will play a little.
Throwing out all the stops.
Bro. Oh, Christ.
But bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just inhaled some rice as I tried to inspire you.
Is that the 8 then?
Yeah.
Did you nail another one?
No, I'm still struggling from the previous one. It had chili on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So as Vayne's playing the little ditty, you hear him coughing up his breakfast a little bit, and that inspires you on, Kato. And well, first off, not to get anything coughed on the back of your neck as you're snapping the reins into place, and the horses begin to gather momentum. And after your unsteady start to the day,
Starting to believe.
So, you band together, take on another day's journey along this dirt path out of Clancamrye and towards Merchantile. Is there anything that you guys would like to do on this leg of the journey?
I meant to pick up a book. Damn it. Nope. I'll see if I can grab one at Merchantile.
It does sound like they might sell stuff there.
I've been. It's nice.
I don't really have anything to do.
Yeah.
Well, you should be keeping your eyes on the fucking road, ideally.
Well, obviously, but aside from that, God.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I think Vayne's just kind of being a veg in the back, playing some
Veg. What kind
playing
of
some
veg, though?
songs. Potato,
Potato. Very well.
root vegetables all the way.
After trundling along, come afternoon time, Vayne, you notice in the distance a wooden watchtower is looming in the direction that you're heading. With
Have I seen this watchtower before?
Yes, you have, most certainly.
Excellent.
With the turning of the cartwheels, the horizon levels out, and you can see buildings and numerous stalls with cloth roofs up ahead. I'll bring you up to the map.
Land ho! We're coming up on Mercantile, I believe.
Oh,
Well, first stop's done.
So, yeah, you
I
guys
should
are
find somewhere that we can store the cart and tie up the animals.
So, yeah, you guys are coming in from this direction. Use the pointer, please. God damn it. No.
This one?
This one.
Oh. Okay.
And it's getting pretty late in the afternoon, but even as the day is starting to wind down, the sun is on its descent. You see several figures are darting back and forth between these stalls. It seems that business in this little makeshift marketplace is booming. This is a...
Can I?
Sorry.
Can't relate.
No. You. You continue your description, and I'll do my thing afterwards.
No, I was just going to say, this is a familiar sight to you, Kato. You stopped here very briefly on your journey here, and
Yes.
more so to you, Vayne. You spent a month or so here.
Quite a while, yeah.
Hear the merchants shouting out for the best deal or to advertise their wares. 70 gold pieces for the dozen, or I don't want it. Apples and pears, traveller's wares. Fish
£1
food.
fish.
1 pound fish.
Oh dear.
Two-headed fish, get 2 for the price of 1.
Fish roux from Helion, smitten your lover with some caviar.
Oh. Vayne just kind of smiles and listens to the bustling market town.
Yeah.
Reminding him of not necessarily simpler days, but days gone by.
If you were here before, Vayne, with your company, you must know what the protocol for stowing a cart and horses are.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, I didn't do it personally, but yes, there's like a stop up there.
Yeah.
And I point up the road.
So, Rook, like, as you haven't been here before, like, these traders have all clustered around together, set up their stores, or their stalls, sorry, along the line of the road. And there is a road leading to and from the village proper. You see also around the outskirts of this little makeshift market that has been set up. You see these numerous small tents where people are set up to camp for the night. Some horses are being kept there, just out in the open. However, you do see another cart is traveling down this way and eventually stops outside this building here. And
I'll
a
say
farmhand jumps out to help.
I'll say to Rook, there's a tavern just up the way, and there's also an apothecary.
Apothecary.
That's the word. Apocryphal. Apocrypher.
Right, I'd hope not.
An attempt was made.
Up there as well. But yeah, I think we can just basically pull up anywhere. It's a good bartering town.
Sounds good. If you want to lead us to a socially acceptable area, we can set up the tents.
Can I lead towards where we packed up, where we kind of held up last time?
Yep. So
Cool.
last time you were somewhere around here,
Cool.
and
Do I know if we have to like pay a toll to perch up?
you do not know that. You do recall though, you personally and not Monty, but also Monty, and the majority of the caravan, in fact, also stayed down here.
In the town.
Yeah, only the wagons and whatnot, and your little bodyguard were staying up by the marketplace itself, which
Yeah.
seems to be kind of the norm around here. The vast majority of people, unless they want to get like front row seat in the market in the morning, they generally don't stay out late at night.
Yeah,
Like they
makes sense.
tend to head down to the tavern.
I'll kind of relay that. Just say, well, when I was here, we kind of left the wagon in this area as I sort of edge us towards the area we stayed. But the wagons we left here with our bodyguard, and we rented a room up in the tavern. So I don't know how we should do that here.
Perhaps if we're just passing through, we should head up to the tavern and ask them if they have somewhere for us to store up our stuff.
Oh yes, we could do. Yeah. I'll lead the way, and I'll lead us down the road towards the well and then towards the town, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, as you're passing by all the different shops, you hear you hear people shouting out, "We have salts, we have perfumes, and other smellies to die for."
Yes.
You
As we hit the center where the well is there any sort of signage dictating where the roads lead?
not around the well itself. You see that this is like it's a really old well. It seems more symbolic and historical more than anything else. Like the ground around it is bone dry. Like it's not in use. And this large plank of wood has just been placed across the top of its opening. You do see, though, as you get closer to a couple of the stalls, there are a few little signposts. So, hold on a moment. Where's my mouse? There she is. So, the roads to MacLeod and Pyre are this way.
Mm-hmm.
The road to Halion is this way. And there isn't one signpost, but you know now that this is the Merchantile proper.
Perfect.
And yeah, you bring the horse and the cart down. And you see that the buildings here in Merchantile, they're well structured. Weathered many, many years here. And Vayne, you know that this is like where the community proper is based. The folks who live here year-round. Beyond the buildings, then you see several fields of grain and vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yep. Even a few animal pens as well. You know that this village sustains itself, and it can also cater to people passing through. But
Yeah.
the majority of the enterprise here is just to cater the merchants who are passing by, which is why the largest building here is this one, and it's called the Tumbleweed's Nook. Seems to be a large tavern. You see someone is currently out sweeping the stone paths and the dust off of the road. Another's like scraping up dung that has inevitably been plopped here by one of the when you pull up outside of the Tumbleweed Snook, you notice a farmhand directs one of the merchants that is pulled up in his cart downwards towards a adjoining stable here. Ping, please.
Can I lead us sort of that way as well towards the gentleman who just pointed to the stable?
Yep.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
We were just going to stop over for the night, I believe. Is there anywhere we could store our animals and our wagon for the evening?
You can store your wagon round back. We can take the animals off you. If you're going to stay the night, please speak to Caroline inside.
Yes.
And it's silver, I believe, to store for the night.
Oh, okay. And I'll hand over to.
Pay Caroline, please.
Oh, okay. Very well. Thank you. I should. I'll nip in and see her. Do we go in front?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see,
I'll kind of.
as you're walking up the steps, you see there's like these saloon doors. Yeah, that push open, and you see the space opens up into a humongously large room. It's basically just a giant hall that's been filled with tables and chairs. At this stage of the evening, merchants and farmhands and travelers, they're all sat about chatting, drinking, playing cards.
Hasn't changed a bit.
In the center of the
very
room,
much the same as when I was here.
in the center of the room, there is this raised stage where you've seen dancers like do can performances for you.
The last time I saw Kato.
You were going in today, weren't you?
Just imagine Kato doing the can.
There's also like a curtain at the back of the stage, and there's a piano off to the side. And as you remember, as you walk in and look to your left, there's a large bar where drinks are currently being served, and on the counter there is a sign that says check-in as well. You see behind the counter is a familiar and stern-looking figure of a woman, Caroline. She's got a little apron around her waist, primly pressed shirt, and grey hair has been, though slightly frizzy, it's been sculpted back into a low bun behind her head, and she has a hand placed on her hip and looks at you as you walk in.
It was Caroline, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Caroline or Carolyn?
Caroline Bronzewisk.
Caroline. I will walk over. Hello, Caroline.
Vayne Dorand.
Yes, that's me.
Hard to forget a face like that. What would you like?
Oh, well, sure how I should feel about that, but we're just passing through, and I was wondering if we could hold up here for the night and store our animals for the evening.
Certainly. How many?
It's animals or us.
Yes.
So 2 horses, just a wagon with our belongings on, and then myself, this gentleman here, Kato, and 2 of our friends who I believe are outside with the wagon.
Very well. I will put you at 2 gold and 2 silver, please. Will you be wanting breakfast?
Yes, I think we shall.
Very well.
I'm
Putting
not sure how early we'll
2
be.
silver pieces on top, so there'll be 2 gold and 4 silver pieces, please.
Okay. Kato, do you have any silver?
Let me check. I've got 8 silver.
Can you do the silver and I will cover the gold?
Sure.
I'll hand over, what did you say, 4 gold or 2 gold?
2 gold, 4 silver. There we go.
I'll hand over 3 gold.
And she slides you back 6 silver.
Don't worry, Kato. Sorted it.
Okay.
6 silver. Oh, sweet maths. It's 19.
But you said you didn't have any silver.
I didn't. But I gave her 3 gold,
Yeah.
and she gave me 6 silver.
Yeah, so you just need to put 6 silver in the silver pocket pile.
I don't have a silver pocket bottle. Yeah, but I then handed over 3 gold, so I had to take the 3 gold off of my gold
Okay.
pile.
Alright.
Yeah, that was the confusing. I had to go down a whole 3 gold.
Oh my god.
It was difficult for me.
Sag.
It was. Are we? I see business is bustling, as usual.
Indeed. It doesn't stop.
A blessing and a curse, unfortunately.
Yes.
Well, I will. Where should we pop the horses? Should we take them to the stable now?
Bring them
Or
to the
ourselves?
farmhand and he shall deal with them.
Lovely, thank you very much. And I'll nod at Kato and be like, she remembered me.
She did.
And then I'll sort of kind of gingerly walk back out of the saloon doors.
Yeah, and
And
you
walk
find
up to-
the farmhand
yeah.
again, and horses get taken care of. Your wagon gets pulled around to the side, posted up. Is there anything you want to leave in the cart, or
I think
do you just want to
From-
have everything tethered down?
for Vayne's perspective, he'll take all the link things that are important to him and or expensive that he owns. Just like the stuff that he normally would keep on him. But for the tents and stuff, they're all in Rook's bag, and so I don't think I think it's mainly like the oats and rations that are probably on the cart.
I think the rations are in Rook's
Oh, okay.
Bag of
Bag of holding, yeah.
For the time being.
Bag man. So yeah, it's mainly just I think the oats for the horses. So I think as long as they're secure and there's tops on them, I think we're good.
Mhm.
From Vayne, yeah, unless you guys have secretly stored things. Like sellotaped a couple of platinum to the bottom of the cart.
I'll message you. Okay.
But yeah, after we sort of get the horses taken care of and stuff, I'll take another while to go over the wheels, give them a thorough looking at, try and make it so they don't fall off every day.
Just give me a carpentry check with Dex again, please. And what's the rest of you doing while this is going on?
But what time? It's late, isn't it? That we're
It's
arriving.
getting-
Yeah, late afternoon.
Yeah, getting towards dusk.
Sorry, did she mention what rooms we were staying in? Or is it just pick a spot?
She would have handed you keys.
Ah, okay. I will go. and
I
check
can
out the
hand
room.
them over I can hand them over to you then. What actually, yeah, while I'm doing the look around the cart, I'll hand over the keys, and I'll also hand over my instrument bags and just say pop them in the room for me, please.
I'll go check out the room.
Yeah, and it's a nice room. Not the worst you've been in, but certainly not, the most fan dabby dozy either. But
Okay.
it's clean. Yeah, you can pop all your stuff down.
Yeah.
backs and bums are all a bit sore from the travel. Getting used to the cart.
You said it was a cloudless day. Has that maintained into the night? As it getting
has.
dark? Is
It
it
is
still?
starting to, yeah, the colors of the sky are going like, going to a little bit orangey before it turns into that deep blue, and it's still a, yeah, cloudless night.
Do remember it's our first day here, so we don't want to be screaming at the sky just yet.
Well, I was going to point out that it's a good thing we found an inn, because a cloudless night indicates a cold night.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, as you're standing outside of the inn, taking a look around Rook, you do hear what sounds like heavy bells are being rung. And almost immediately, the folks from up further in the marketplace begin making their way either to the tents or down towards the tavern itself. It seems that marketplace
in
is
like a curfew,
kind
or
of,
just
yeah.
Is there any guards in this courtyard that we can see?
Not in the courtyard at the moment, no.
Just taking a couple of extra minutes just to watch down towards the market area.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if there's anyone like directing people or like clearing people out, telling them to go in for the night, or whether it's just a practice?
Give me a perception check, please.
Sure. Perceptione.
Very nice. Seems to be standard. Just like common practice. You do see someone who was beginning to set up shop, perhaps for the morning, and another merchant comes by, talks to them, and they begin closing up shop again. And then eventually all coming down towards the tavern or towards the respective tents.
If any of the merchants start coming towards the tavern, then I'll walk up to them and just say, "Pardon me, I'm new to the town. Does it close up at this time every night?"
Yes. 6 o'clock on the dot.
Is there a particular reason?
People tend to get a little bit rowdy. We've had issues before with people staying up late at night and getting hurt. People trying to get the best spots in the market in the morning. This just kind of smooths everything over and
Fair.
stops the competition. It can get quite nasty.
I would assume. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. I'll check on the horses, make sure I know where they're being kept.
Yep. They
I'll
seem
head
happy
back.
enough.
Yeah. Just make sure that in case anything goes wrong, I know where they are.
Yep.
And then I'll head up into the room.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I rolled a shit roll, so.
Oh, sorry for your carpenter's tools.
Yeah, it was a 12.
It takes you a little bit longer than you would have liked.
Yeah.
You do find yourself having to ask a farmhand for a spare spoke. And you end up having to chisel that down a bit to strengthen the wheel up once more before placing it back on and making sure everything's in place.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts to get a bit cold out and pretty dark when you're finished.
Okay. I will rub my arms and go. I'll say to the farmhand if he's around, "Thank you very much. I appreciate the assistance."
He just raises a hand in acknowledgement.
And then I will just sort of have a quick once over of the caravan, just like all the things. Just make sure they're all battened down and stuff. And then I will sort of move into the tavern as I'm going in the tavern, I will just look down the road and to the where the marketplace is, and just kind of have a second to take it in. Because obviously last time I was here was a slightly different situation.
Yep.
And I was thinking about like the fact that Monty had recommended that I barter with the marketplace, and that wasn't actually Monty, and it was just so he's a bit thinky. And then go into the tavern and see where people are.
Yep. And you see the two sets of stairs on either side of the room that lead upwards to the balcony that overlooks the bar area, and head on further to the bedroom themselves, if you want.
Yes. Vayne will come back down shortly, though.
Alrighty.
What time, as you say, it was about dusk when we pulled up, right?
Yeah, we're a little bit past that now with the carpentry and whatnot. We'll say it's about 8.
Yeah.
And the inside of the tavern itself is incredibly rowdy. All the tables
I had a feeling.
And stools are full. Games of cards being played. There's a couple of people arm wrestling. Others are just chatting away rather raucously, and the sound is very loud, and with the snapping of ale mugs onto the table and whatnot.
Bark. I would like to pull out my viol. When I get up to the room, tune it, and sort of center myself. Jot a couple of things down in a notebook, and then I'll head down towards towards where Caroline is, and ask if I'm okay to maybe play a few songs.
Afraid not. That's what we paid them for. And you look over to the stage area. There is the pianist to the left, but to the right, you see there is like a quartet.
I see.
And they all kind of share the same kind of haggard expression that Caroline has as well. In that, like, this is just a job, and they're trying to get through the night.
Okay. Well, if they need a break, I've got a couple of songs that I'm sure I can do, free of charge, of course. And then I will get a glass of wine if possible and just kind of chill out.
Do you want a glass of wine, or do you want a pitcher?
Pitcher, please.
Alrighty, that will go 2 silver pieces, please.
And I'll hand over 2 silver.
Very well.
I don't know if Rook or Kato are down here.
I mean, you saw them up in the room.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but I didn't know if they came down.
He'll be up meditating for a bit.
Okay. I'll just get myself a drink then. Yeah, I'll hand over the 2 silver and sit down.
Yeah.
Just in my own little corner.
You see, Roshana will join you. She grabs a mug of ale. It's very busy
I'll
around here.
pay for hers.
That's okay. That's 4 copper.
Okay. Yes, it's a very busy town. When we were here last, it was probably the same amount of busy it is now. It's always bustling like this. I believe it's kind of the nature of the market. Just brings all sorts of people.
Interesting.
Have you not been out of Clancamrye at all? Yeah, Clancamrye at all before?
No, this is my first time.
I suppose there's no need for you to leave if everything is in the city very readily available.
Yes. Well, I was meant to travel to Blairon for guard training, but
For the guard training, yes.
that didn't work out.
Well, I think you'll sort of go past it at some point.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting just to look and see what it could have been.
Yes. Yes, it's always nice to kind of get a perspective on things. I think you're on the right. I don't know. I just can't. I can imagine you as a guard. I just think you're on a better course for yourself now.
Well, not like what was her name?
Oh, the lady.
Captain Maurice.
Well, yes, she was an interesting individual. But yes, I just think that you suit. I think you'll do more good as an adventurer as opposed to a guard. I think the guards are limited in what they can do by the seams of the ones we've interacted with.
Yeah, it's true. Have to see how things go.
Yes. But, you know, you've always got us, and we believe in you. Well, I mean, I believe in you. And worst comes to worst, you'll have a wonderful parents who make a wonderful steak. So there's always that to fall back on.
That is true. I just yeah, it was difficult leaving them.
Yes, I had trouble leaving my parents too. It's not the easiest thing, especially when it's all you've really ever known. You know, I send them some mail when I can, but not as often as I'd like. But I mean, you can always send them mail while we're out here, at least. I don't know how long we'll be out here. Hopefully not too long. But I'm sure they'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I just have to be careful with what I say.
Oh, God, yes. I don't tell... Well, I've not told my parents anything. That's happened recently because, well, I haven't really had the time to sit down and actually kind of go through it and put it down. I've told them a little bit, but that was just in my last mail post to them. So we'll see how that goes.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna gesture at the people that are doing arm wrestling to Roshana and say, I know you're quite good at that.
I mean, yeah, but striking up a conversation and they all seem very rowdy.
Yes. Work hard, play hard, I suppose, is their motto.
Yeah, that's true, but I suppose they can have a lie-in in the morning, whereas we can't.
Well, that's true, but you can always, you know, take a lie on the back of the wagon and...
I tried when we were coming over here, it didn't suit. No.
That's fair. The wheel did come off twice.
Yeah.
I do hope that stays on tomorrow. Best I can do is to keep an eye on it. But yes, as long as we get a good night's sleep here. And then it's off to, well, down south, I believe. Well, directly south, towards that forest.
Yeah. We'll have to ask Rook about the map and where we have to go next.
Yes. And then I'll sort of sit away at my drink.
Okay. Meanwhile, Rook and Kato, you're upstairs. Kato, you're meditating.
Yeah.
What you up to, Rook?
Is there a window in the room?
There is indeed.
Is it one of those like big like swing out windows?
This one isn't. It's not huge, but you can like push it open, and it like opens from the bottom out.
Okay. Oh, so what it sort of slants down at
Yeah.
like a
It's
Angle.
not great. It's awkward.
yeah.
But for rain, it's it does the job.
I think there's probably an uncomfortable 2 minutes where like Rook tries to make it work by sitting on the sitting out of the window.
Mhm.
But then that just with the angle, it just means the glass is pressing into his forehead, and it's just not overly comfortable. So he just lets himself fall back in. But I think he just sits down on the floor and rests his arm on the edge of the window, and just takes in the noise of the sort of evening hustle and bustle of a much smaller town than what he was just in.
Yeah.
And just sort of processes.
It is a lot quieter than it is in Clancamrye. However, at one point during the night, you do hear the can music starting up downstairs, and it's very much a case of getting the pillow and just like pressing it over your head on the bed.
Thinks if he knows of any animals that can't hear, and then is distraught that he doesn't know any.
I was going to say like a worm or something, but like tremor sense, what would that be like?
Yeah. Bouncing around. Okay.
Yeah, I think he just hangs out in his room for a bit, sort of making mental estimations about what the rest of the travel is going to be like based on those last 2 days.
Yeah. Eventually, Roshana heads back upstairs as well. Something else you'd like to do, Vayne?
No, just I'll finish my glass of wine slowly and kind of just ponder on the past and then head up myself.
Yeah. I like the mental image of Vayne just like 1,000 yards staring. Alrighty.
I can't believe your friend is dead.
So yeah, you guys all get your long rest in.
Maybe today will be better.
We can only ever hope.
I wanted to say positive mental attitude, but I think we're past that now.
I think even suggesting that a day later could be a better day is as positive as we're going to get.
That's
Come
fair, actually.
on.
It's optimistic at least.
Oh,
Hopefully
Jesus,
tomorrow will be better than today.
Yeah, you've
I
moved
fucked
the
it
whole
up.
world. You've ruined it.
Yeah.
These are the ends.
What'd you do?
I don't know. It was meant to be on the map layer, but it wasn't.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's not. They said it'd be a white lift.
God
Just-
forbid.
Just shimmy it. Just a little,
Oh, fuck
A
it.
little tap. Just send it home. Just a little tip
wrong
tap
way.
tappity.
Wrong way.
Long rest.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yep, long rest, guys. Lock it down.
Yay.
Yeah.
Vayne will like, wake up relatively early and go down and check the cart.
Morning, Vayne.
Morning.
You must have gotten a lot of sleep yesterday to be able to wake up this early.
I think kind of getting back on the road has knocked me back into a previous sleeping pattern.
Well, I would suggest getting used to it, because we're going to need to be on our toes more the further away from civilization we get.
Oh yes, of course. Don't have a bodyguard to rely on this time.
Well,
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Oh, Kato, good morning.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Oh, Roshana, good morning. Well, I mean, we're all each other's bodyguards, so it's...
everyone here is very reluctant to use the word friend.
Trust issues.
Aren't you just people I hire?
I mean, I don't think
If
you want
that's
to
the-
bring
if that's
yourself
the
into
case.
that financial obligation.
Yeah, if that's the case, you're way overdue on your payments.
Yeah,
Well, I found out
well,
the thing
actually,
today.
no, Kato, you're the one person that can't say that.
Actually, yes, that's very true. Oh. I'm just going to pop down and see the cart's still there. I'll be back shortly, and I'll head down.
Yep.
But before I leave as well, I'll pipe my head back round through the door and say, "Oh, by the way, breakfast will be downstairs at some point."
Okay, what do you want? I'll tell them, so maybe it'll be ready when you come back in.
Oh, some bread, some bacon, eggs, the usual, really.
Mhm.
Protein on a plate.
I'll head down and put in the orders.
Yep. You check in the cart, Vayne. Everything's there. Everything's good.
Check in the cart, and I'll check the two. Well, I'll kind of look around the stable to see if the two horses are visible.
Yeah. And one of them spots you, and you can kind of see the white of their eyes a little bit before they look away.
Wow, rude. I smile, my devilish smile, and then I'll head back to the cart and just make sure the wheels are still straight and like not wonky. Getting irate
will
about
head
these
down and-
wheels.
I will head down for some breakfast.
Wacky first.
And after Rook has put all your orders in, the fry-ups are placed down in front of you. The healthiest thing on the plate is a very small and squashed half-fried tomato.
Hell yeah.
And that's the healthiest thing. Oh boy.
20 or 5 a day, covered in grease and other other meat fats. Vayne, yeah, he'll do the thing where he's looking at make sure the wheels are on, properly, and then he'll come back in, head upstairs quick, and just kind of go over, make sure he's got everything for when he leaves, so that he doesn't leave anything behind, and then head down, and hopefully dinner's just arriving when he gets there, and he's like, oh, and he shovels it into his face.
You mean breakfast?
That's what I said.
You said dinner.
I'm sorry. It's 7:15 in the evening.
Yeah.
You're only just up.
Only just waking up. But yeah, basically I'll shovel down breakfast into his face and sort of give a thumbs up to Rook as a thank you. And to Clarice, even though her name isn't Clarice. Caroline.
Yeah, you see that she's just muted anger. She's there with a washcloth, just going back and forth over the counter. The
Sounds about right.
floor, you notice, is a little bit sticky. And,
It's a tavern.
yeah, one of the workers
surprised if
is,
it
like,
wasn't.
mopping up the ground, basically, and just cleaning all the tables again. Until this lunchtime and this evening, when it'll happen all over again.
Yay! The monotony of life.
Yay.
Woo.
Right. Shall we take a short amount of time this morning just to see if there's anything interesting in town and then head off?
Oh, actually, yes, I wanted to pop to the apothecary.
Apothecary.
Thank you. Yes, I wanted to
I
pop
mean,
there quickly.
you kind of had it right.
Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Oh, I heard apothecary.
Pot.
Apothecary.
Yeah.
Apothecary. There. That's where that building is where I want to pop to see if they've got stuff.
Okay, little herbalist is over here.
Yeah. I should just call it herbalist. It's
Okay,
literally
okay.
called the Mercantile Herbalist. Yeah, I'll finish my breakfast, give compliments to Caroline, say thank you, and then I will head over there. If anyone would like to join me.
I will join you.
Did you sleep well?
Slept fine. I've definitely had worse nights.
Sounds about right. Got a bit rowdy throughout the evening.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be lying if I said I wasn't excited for the next couple of nights above the
Peace and
sky
quiet.
and quietly.
Yes, it is a very relaxing way to spend an evening. If you fancy, we can pop up before we head out to the market. It's an experience up there.
Sure. I didn't hear them shout about anything particularly interesting on my way in, but I wouldn't be opposed to giving a once-over.
Yeah, sounds good. I believe the herbalist is just over here. And I will walk through the door of the Mercantile Herbalism's place.
Yeah, you have to walk across someone's porch to get into it. And
As
inside,
usual.
you see an older half-elven gentleman. Bald, mostly, just for like the few little wisps of white around his pointed ears. Little spectacles on. He goes, yes, how may I help you?
Hello. I would have popped in here a couple of months ago. And I was asking about ailments regarding chest breathing and sort of exhaustion. And I was wondering if anything new had come in that might help with those sorts of ailments.
Right, I recall your face, yes, and if I remember correctly, I had offered you various different salts, and there was a few herbs. However, you said that you had used them previously, to no avail.
Yes, same story, unfortunately.
Yes, well, I'm afraid the herbs that I use here are homegrown, and I don't partake in anything from the flea market.
Oh, I see.
So if-
I apologize.
They might have something up there for you, I'm not certain, but I'm afraid kind of used all my resources here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought I'd introduce my friend here. He's recently started doing herbalism.
Yes, oh goodness. Hello.
Hi,
You see,
how are you?
adjusts his glasses. My goodness, you're far from home.
Yes, I stepped through a tree about a month back.
I'm sorry, is that a euphemism for something? not a...
No, literally. It was some sort of translocational magic by a powerful druid. I came from the Zaltari wastes.
Right.
As such, I'm a little unfamiliar with the flora and fauna of the area, so I was going to inquire whether there was any herbs in this area or in the Tarnished Forest that you know of that I should keep an eye out for when I'm making my way through.
Well, afraid no. I have a little herbalism book. There are a lot more commonplace herbs, but the Tarnished Forest, no, I'm afraid I've never ventured there.
No.
I could give you
That's
this little
alright.
pocket guide if that would suit you.
Sure, I'd be excited to see if there's anything there that I didn't know of.
Righty. You try this for 3 silver.
Sure.
Very well.
Pass them a gold.
Ready. And he pulls a very worn, and is most definitely pocket-sized book. Slides over the counter and takes the gold and passes you 7 back.
Thank you very much. This will be very useful.
Yes.
I assume when you said passes you 7 back, you meant silver, not gold.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if
I've
not,
already-
that's a fucking great deal.
I'll take 10. The stuff you do here is it purely for local ailments, or is there anything that would be of particular use to an adventurer?
An adventurer.
Something fast acting.
I mean, we do have a couple of health rejuvenation potions. They're in short supply, but they are available. And I suppose I have 1 pack. They say if you are afflicted with momentary blindness or deafness, I have a potion for that as well.
Oh, and how much would that be?
Well, that one would cost you about 300. Tis only the one.
What about resources for crafting potions of healing?
I could certainly try out back. It will take some time for me to collect them.
Well, we're
I mean,
probably going to...
we can go up and have a look at the market and then come back. It depends how long you think it will take.
It's just myself, so it could be the better part of a day.
Oh,
Well, I'll probably spend that time reviewing this book and keeping an eye out on the road. You needn't bother yourself. I appreciate the offer, though.
Very well.
That'll be everything. Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Likewise.
lovely to see you again.
Yes.
I'm sure I'll pop in next time I'm here. No. Oh.
To the market.
To the market. Should we stop and see if anyone else wants to pop up to the market?
Yeah,
with us?
we can pop our head in the door.
Yeah, I'll come up with you.
Ah!
Oh no, I was just waiting outside.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. On someone's lawn.
No, it's a courtyard.
Fair enough. Lovely. Do you know where Kato is?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Ah!
Your your peripheral vision needs some work.
It's this dark vision. When it's
We need to
bright
get you
outside.
like a little golf visor, a little.
Yes, yes, and some sunglasses. Very well. All fancy the market then.
You'd almost think you had sunlight sensitivity.
You would think that, wouldn't you? Gone are those days. Yeah, I guess we'll walk up to the marché. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll walk up to the market. I was gonna consider telling the farmhand to get the horses ready, but I don't know how long we'll be at the mark.
I can't imagine we'll be too long if we tell them, like, 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll go over to the farmhand and say, would you be able to bring us the horses in sort of half an hour, 45 minutes? We're just gonna pop up to the market and have a look around.
Certainly.
Thank you very much. And then I'll head up to the market with my friends. Friends.
Alrighty. You head up, and though it is early morning, the ruckus has already started. People bartering and selling.
And the best deals happen.
Yeah, you do see, while there are a couple of visitors here just passing through, much like yourselves, the majority of bartering is actually between merchants themselves, selling huge amounts of stock. See all
I
manner of-
recall from when we were here that we did pick up a quite substantial amount of stuff, which was then confiscated.
Well, apparently you picked up a dead body not too long before that either.
Okay, thanks.
She's got a point.
We didn't pick it up. We already had it.
Yeah, you met it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go cry. So can we go to the market, please?
You do see there are plenty of foodstuffs, fruits and veggies, salted fish brought in all the way from Halion. A couple of people are there with silks and fabrics that are not commonplace around Clancamrye, or certainly around here, being brought up from Brindisi and beyond. Is there anything in particular that you guys are looking for?
Vayne would like to pick up some, look for herbs, obviously, for ailments. And also, I want to see if there's any nice pieces of wood.
Given that we just had a pretty chilly night, and we're not going to have the same cover every night that we had tonight, Rook is going to keep an eye out for those like horse blankets.
Okay.
I was just assuming that you were going to turn into a bear and cuddle us. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that only lasts for an hour, and then I'm the one getting crushed.
It's a fair point.
Lasts for a bit longer than that, but
I am.
I'll say crushed. Oh. Yeah. So Vayne will try and find herb stores.
Yep.
Um.
Whoever
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to, you can give me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Is that whoever wants to? Any of us? All of us?
or everyone?
Oh
Some
my
of us?
gosh.
Why did Kato?
Can I
roll,
use
did you say?
guidance on myself?
You certainly may. Bye.
Wow. I walked so you could run.
Thanks for taking the hits, Kato.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I guess it's my job now. I did take the tough feat.
Take that damage. Emotional.
Alrighty. Vayne, as you're looking around, there doesn't seem to be any vendors of wood here immediately.
What kind of market is this?
One that's changing every bloody day.
Yeah.
Um,
Imagine not having wood in stock in this very densely forested area.
yeah. The only person that you see selling herbs is like a small little grocer that seems to be peddling things
I like
before
spices.
they go on.
Yeah.
But he does say to you, if you're looking for herbs like that, you might want to try over there. points over in this direction.
I'll go there.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Is this person peddling like spices?
A few. Yeah, there's a few little pouch bags.
Can I just pick up as a thank you? Can I just pick up some decent something that we could sprinkle in a stew or something?
Sure.
For however much they want,
Uh,
and then I will barter.
Yeah,
that's
hold
my
on.
job.
There is an actual. Ugh,
How do you not know this off of the top of your head?
I know.
Seriously,
I'm so
I've
sorry.
literally I've just come up with it randomly. How do you not already have something prepared? Did you not know that we were going to buy spices today? Seriously?
He goes, I got these little ones here. You can take a pound if you like.
Yes, it sounds wonderful. How much would that set me back?
The small pouch or the pound?
Just trying to think how much is a pound of herbs. I mean, I know it's a pound, but I mean, in terms of size.
How about this?
guess
I can
not.
put all the little small pouches and weigh it up to make a pound. How about that?
Well, no, I'm fine with buying a pound. I just didn't know.
But
I
a
don't
pound of what? Do you want pepper? Do you want cinnamon? Do you want nutmeg? What do you
Ooh,
want? Saffron?
ooh.
What do you want?
Pepper. Oh, actually, can we do half a pound of pepper and half a pound of cinnamon?
Yes, I can do that.
Lovely. That'll do. Thank you.
That will be 2 gold pieces, please.
1.5. I glisten my eyes at him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, Bard.
Wait, hang on. Don't I have a thing?
Do the thing.
Experience on the business.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
1 gold, 8 silver.
You drive a hard bargain, but considering you also gave me information, I think that's a good deal.
Sorry, I'm
And I'll hand over
blind.
to. I respect that. I hand over 2 gold,
Mhm.
and then hope to get 2 silver back.
No. Yeah, you get 2 silver back.
Okay. 17. I get 2 silver back, which makes that 6. Hooray! That was last night's drink paid for. And now I have cinnamon and pepper. I like pepper and cinnamon. Thank you very much. And I walk away with my half pound of cinnamon and half pound of pepper.
Alrighty. Kato, Rook, as you're looking around for little horse coat blankies, you do find someone who is in the midst of selling very nice saddles and bits and bridles and the like. He goes, I could give you these two for you say a gold for the blanket.
Oh yeah. Review the quality.
It's nice.
The 2 for a gold.
Yes.
The journey we have ahead is likely to be pretty long.
Well, maybe you need more blankets.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I tell you what, will you give me 5 for 2 gold?
Yes, I think that's good.
Okay.
He shakes her hand on it.
That means it's not good.
It's fine. It's for the horses. The horses that are gonna survive this journey.
Accepted without haggling. What is this?
I did haggle. I got an extra one. That should be 2.5 gold.
But
But it wasn't. Yeah, I'll just collect that and then find Vayne.
Yeah, and the blankets are hefty and heavy.
Nah. Vayne, I'm ready to go home.
Vayne, you just see like a ball of blankets and these two
I was
little
gonna say,
legs
I
standing
see.
up.
I see a sort of a bundle of talking blankets.
Yeah, you see a bundle of talking blankets with like the two pokes of a horn just ever so slightly poking up from underneath.
Oh,
The telltale sign of Rook being here.
good idea. I've just got to pop over there. They said there might be some herbs and stuff over there. I've got this cinnamon and this pepper though, so that's nice.
Kato, did you want to get anything? Huh.
Huh.
I always gotta say that.
So they had spices. Yeah, what else is here really?
Chinese flower spice. Give me.
We should take this opportunity to refill our water skins as well from the 2 days we've traveled already.
True.
Ooh. Thank you, bundle of garments.
You're
Well
welcome.
said.
I'm gonna go put these in the carriage and I'll
Waddle
hobble
back.
my way.
Yeah.
I will help you, but I'm going. Get out of my way!
It'd be so much easier if I can just turn into a bear, but all these people will get mad. Pain in my ass.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
I might get my parents some trinkets. See what Roshana say.
Oh
That'd be
yes,
good.
that would be nice.
You know, like maybe I should get something a little more interesting and from farther away than just Marshall Teal.
Well, I mean, a souvenir from each place you go, perhaps.
That'd be a lot
Even if
of
it's-
trinkets.
It's even well, it doesn't have to be something huge, something small. And we can chuck it in Rook's bag of tricks, so.
That's true. Okay.
Just in the background, Rook steps on the corner of one of the blankets and absolutely eats shit.
When you say eat shit, does he like fall backwards
No,
or?
No, he just like falls like head first into the ground.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Which technically means he falls headfirst into some wonderful fur.
Yeah, Roshana gets like a very, very small necklace and a necklace for her mum and a belt buckle for her dad. One with a nice little bull head on the front.
Everything's bigger and mercantile.
The greater the weight, the closer to God.
Oh god. I'll kind of meander while she pays and be like,
Yeah, I can't really think of anything I would want that might be here.
Alrighty. Okay,
Um,
so Vayne, you head over to
Sure.
the platform area.
yeah.
And you realize that this is a very big platform area. The time that you two were here, this definitely wasn't here before.
It didn't ring any bells.
Yep. And what you see are numerous stalls set atop this like wooden platform here.
Mm-hmm.
The green tarp seems to be connecting all of them, and while you see like a number of merchants are about, they all seem to be calling to each other but working together. They each appear to be wearing this, it's kind of mismatched clothing, but it's all the same color of like a deep blue. You also
Mhm.
spot an incredibly large tent posted up back. Still near the platform, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be for business. It just seems workers going to and from its door, but no customer, so to speak. As you get
Okay.
closer round to the front of the platform itself, towards the little opening, you see a
Mhm.
large banner has been strung between the canopies of the platform stalls.
Or a big word with the letter M on it.
Well, it reads, "The marvelous,
Hmm.
magnificent, magnanimous Montague Montegore's magic mercantile."
Well, time to go investigating.
I knew it.
Right, you knew who was coming back to Clancamrye soon.
Well, yeah, but I didn't expect to see him here until you started talking, basically. And then I was like, I know merchants.
Well, Vayne, want to go see what this is about?
Yes.
I will go with him.
Roshana will too, just to keep an eye on everything, but she keeps an eye on you, and she's like looking back at the tavern the whole time, waiting for Rook to suddenly appear again.
Not realizing that he's rolling around, kind of trying to get himself out of it in duvet cover. made
The
of horse
everlasting
blankets.
duvet cover. You can roll
Where
around
does it end?
roll around and roll
Man.
around and roll around, and it never gets any smaller.
Did it do itself up?
like a rug.
Why is it?
It's like a rug of smothering, except it's not alive.
I lived a whole life in there.
It's bigger on the inside.
I grew up and got old. I came out, I was young again.
It's been 84 years. I will take a deep breath and head in.
Yep. And above each of the individual little stalls, you see different things. There's travelers' wares, jewelry, potions, hunting, and there's even a little stall that has just the word "misc" for miscellaneous above it. It seems very well categorized.
You know what? Do they have hunting traps?
Certainly, sir. Yes, we do.
Ah!
You asked me a question. I'm very sorry for disturbing you.
Oh, no, sorry, I was
It's
miles
okay.
away.
It's okay. He's been doing that all morning. How much?
Hold on one moment. I'll put the ledger out. Does it be 5 gold pieces? However, if you buy a few, we can arrange a discount. Yes.
How big are these?
They're big.
Bear trap?
Um,
Question mark?
Are they like bear traps?
They're not as aggressive as a bear trap.
Hmm.
There's meant to be some amount of preservation here, but something like a deer,
Non-aggressive trap.
something like a deer, it could snatch. Yeah, like a human, it could
Okay.
snatch.
Okay.
Oh, a dangerous game.
I'll get 3.
Alrighty. That should be 15 gold or.
How about 12?
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Look at you all trying to save money.
15 it is. Okay, here you go.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, I was gonna offer some assistance, but I don't think I can do shit for that.
It's yeah.
Sometimes the
At least
price
it wasn't a
is the price.
0, you know. I'll take 10 and you slap her across the face.
Price is right,
how about-
bitch.
Stumble,
How
the
about-
whole the whole table just drops
Oh
to the
my
ground.
God,
All the
it's
all
the
the goods go
fucking-
rolling away.
It's the scene from Hercules where he just completely destroys that town. Ah,
How about 12? 2. All right, 15. Yep, there you go.
yeah, 15 works. I
Uh,
kind of lean over to Kato and go, "Good haggling."
he just ignores him because the alternative is punching him in the face. So
It's all right. You wouldn't hit.
you're so lucky he meditated last night. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Vayne's gonna kind of glance over, see if there's any wood.
No wood.
I've got to mark it in there. And then herbs.
My
Herbs-
apologies.
herbs.
Where would you like? What magic wood are you looking for?
I don't know. There was a beans shop. I just thought maybe wood.
Mines.
Bone.
Beans. Sorry, I had to.
Bone. What the fuck? I will. Yeah, I will look.
A big bean.
Big bean.
Ugh.
I'll look for herbs.
Apologies.
Herbarunos.
You're looking for herbs. Sorry.
Yep. As that gent said, that what I should drive here.
You go over to the medicinal area. You see there are numerous potions laid out.
Drugs.
Thanks. Numerous potions laid out, and express the want for herbs. Because nothing of the medicinal quality here, I'm afraid. Herbs-wise, we have our stock ready-made and ready to go.
Well, do you have anything that can help with sort of exhaustion of my? I have a family member who's getting tired. A sort of shortness of breath. And I've been looking all over for something. We do herbalism as our business in
Right.
Cadmia, but we haven't been able to come up with anything. So I was looking for something that may not be the usual sort of general medicinal stuff.
Well, I have something here that is quite potent. And she leans down beneath the little counter that she has and steps up. And she holds in her hand a large potion bottle of just swirling midnight blue. Even though she's not agitating it, the fluid shifts in color.
Mm-hmm.
This will get rid of all levels of fatigue and should restore your family member to their former self.
And what exactly is in it?
That would be telling, I'm afraid. Certain secrets we do have to keep to ourselves. It is highly potent magic, though, I can assure you.
What time is it?
In the day?
Can I? Yeah.
It's like before 9. Dude, like everyone gets up early. And,
It's really.
Yeah.
really-
No, I was. I would like to. May I?
Certainly, of course. She hands
And
over
I'll
to you.
hold it. And I would like to cast Identify.
Okay. Very well. This is an elixir of health.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get the.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know if that would actually help. I'm not going to spend like 10,000 gold on it.
Not quite 10,000, but close. It's a pretty. Yeah, hold on. Where the fuck are the items? There we go.
I don't know. I guess it was in my hand. I've just identified it.
Oh. Shush you. Okay. So we drink this potion and it basically cures any disease afflicting you and can remove different conditions.
Okay. So, with my knowledge of,
So sorry,
wood,
it doesn't remove quote unquote fatigue,
yeah.
but it should cure the disease.
Assuming it's a disease.
Yeah.
Okay. If the item was created, you know which spell. Oh, so I wouldn't know what's in it yet. And how much would this cost?
That would set you back 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
What?
Mm.
Oh boy.
Oh well. It's slightly out of my price range at the moment, but I will bear that in mind.
Very well.
Do we even have that between all of us?
Not anymore.
Not since we bought the key and the fucking.
And an education.
Oh,
Got an edge. Yeah, there you go.
Student loans, man. Student loans.
Man, the realest thing about this game.
We have other potions that are maybe not what you're looking for, but within your price range. We have very simple potions of healing. You seem to be adventuring type, and she looks at you, Kato, with your 2 scimitars side by your side.
Yeah.
Yeah, potions for healing and whatnot. If you want to
I
have
2.
a rest without actually sleeping, that can be quite helpful.
Above game, would that be a short rest or a long rest?
Long rest. It's a potion of watchful rest, so you can stay awake during the time you should be sleeping.
I'll chime in unless Vayne wants to.
No, Vayne's sort of glancing around a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll chime in. How much for the rest potion?
Yeah, for the potion of watchful rest to be 100 gold pieces.
That's pretty
Also,
good.
We
Can I
also
ask-
have, if I might, and she lifts up another potion. You see, it's like a vial of this orange liquid, and she swirls it a little bit, and you see golden letters and numbers swirl within the liquid soup when it's shaken.
Alphabet
Oh.
A spaghetti.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. It's a potion of comprehension, so any language that you read or hear within an hour, you should be able to be able to understand.
You can. It also tastes like tomato sauce, and you can.
It is quite nice.
Put
I
it-
have to say, I did try it myself.
You can put it on toast. That's really good.
I have not tried that. I'll have to have a go.
It's very very nice.
Let's see how much money I got. Oh, okay. I'll take the potion of watchful rest.
Very well, for 100 gold pieces.
I have a question about that potion out of game. Could you just use that like say you had one every night? Or does it have like a limit to
Hold
how
on, I'm
long
getting
you
it
can
now.
actually? It's like is it like caffeine where there is definitely diminishing returns?
You'll have to find out. Okay, so when you take
Okay.
this potion, you gain the following benefits for the next 8 hours. Magic can put you to sleep, and you remain awake during a long rest and still gain its benefits.
Ooh.
It has no effect on creatures that don't require sleep, such as elves who trance instead.
That makes sense because they don't actually sleep as such. Well, they do, but it's less of a sleep and more of a
So
dream state.
And also, the potion isn't useful because they already do that.
Exactly.
And only for 4 hours.
Yeah.
so awake during long rest.
I can send it to you. I've got the little thingy
Yes,
here.
please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
See it? Is it just the one you want, or how many?
If you buy like 9 extra and spend 1,000 gold, and you could have helped me cure my family, I would.
Bold of you, bold of you to assume I have that much gold.
Yeah, I know the feeling, bro. It's painful.
I think it's just the one.
Very well.
Also, if I may. The owner of this establishment, is he
Montague, yes.
present?
He is, I believe, speaking to clients.
Interesting. Would one be able to say hello?
I'm afraid it's by appointment only. He's a very busy man.
What if I were a friend of family member?
She squints her eye at you somewhat.
I squint back.
Give me a persuasion
Fucking-
check at disadvantage, please.
Do?
Oof.
Oh wow! I closed the thing that just popped up with the watchful potion, and now I've lost my entire screen. Hang on. There we go. I found it again. Don't panic. Stop panicking. Stop it. Sorry, you said persuasion at disadvantage, yes?
Yes, please.
Persuasion at disadvantage. Boy, I wish I had advantage. What does that luck stone do? I'm just trying to remember again.
Oh, sorry. Should be in your thingamabobber. Luckstone.
Yeah,
hold on.
I'm scared to touch anything because
This
it always goes.
When carrying this stone, you can gain advantage on one ability check of your choice.
I would like to gain advantage on one ability check of my choice.
Right now? Okay, it'll just be an even roll then.
Even roll, yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that. I've just lost the buttons again. Hang on.
Buttons!
Buttons everywhere. Persuasion. That's performance persuasion. No moral.
Yeah, it's
You see, she
Middling.
like scratches at the back of her neck a little bit, and she says, "I can let him know that you asked."
Yes, just say I'm a friend of a recently deceased family member.
She squints her eyes really hard at you this time.
oh boy.
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Exactly what it says. I just feel like, as someone who. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Kato is meandering over to another stall awkwardly.
It's family business, shall we say?
Can I at least take her name?
Vayne Durand.
Vayne Durand. Very well. But thank you for your business, she shouts up to you, Kato.
No, thank you.
You know he didn't pay, correct?
He did.
Yes, I did.
I know he did. I know. I was just stirring shit.
Ball bag.
I was the distraction, bitch.
Dickhead.
Should I wait around? Or...
Oh no, I let him know that you were around, but
Oh,
he's quite busy today.
very
If
well.
he feels the need, he will get in touch.
Okay. I'll potentially look forward to hearing from him. Potentially. I would actually look forward to it. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. At this point, I'm
No,
assuming,
let's
Rook,
change
that
the
you
time.
put all the blankets away
Yeah.
into the cart. And
I was honestly having such a great time imagining Rook, his small form, trying to fold giant horse blanket.
And I did it.
Successfully.
I love asking
Surely
one
it's
of the
like an acrobatics roll or something.
asking one of the horses, "Can you hold this end for me, please?" Shake it out.
Come on, be chill.
I just bought these for you. Come on.
This is a partnership, okay?
You see, Roshana is waiting for you at the marketplace. Rook, she waves over to you.
Hey.
Apparently, there's a magic place over there.
Oh, why didn't anyone mention that?
Where you were putting the blankets. Sorry.
No, not you guys. I meant anyone in the town.
I don't know.
shouting about perfumes and nonsense, and there's something cool there. All right,
I got cinnamon.
let's go.
Perfume has
delicious.
its uses.
Ah,
I mean, I don't wear it, but apparently it does.
the only use it has is to scare all the deer away, so you can't eat that day.
Am I anywhere near this conversation?
No.
Roshana just looks at you and goes, and do you know this from experience?
Well, I know this from hunting. You don't want any sort of pungent smell downwind of you.
Fair.
That's why you always approach a hunting ground from downwind, so that the scent gets pushed towards you and your scent gets pushed away. It might come up in the forest, though. I think perhaps we shouldn't hunt in the Tarnished Forest if it has a quote-unquote guardian and there's fey nonsense going on. So perhaps it won't come up until we hit the southern areas.
Yeah, it sounds a bit dodgy.
Shall we head in?
Yeah. Let's. And Kato and Vayne, as you are still walking around after having this conversation with one of the workers there, Roshana and Rook turn up.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Some interesting things around here.
Oh,
Anything of particular note?
Well, yes, it's owned by Presley's brother,
Okay.
so that's interesting.
Is that the guy that used to own the shop that you own?
Yes. No. Yes. The one that now owns upstairs in the Pandela? The
Fan-
Mandela.
I was thinking, what's the I put the bakery
Yeah, you
together
smashed
with
together Mandela and Pandana Bakery.
yeah, just smashed the two together there. Sorry, with the Fandela.
You've got a name for
owns
your
the top
shop at
floor.
least. Sure that
Yeah,
won't raise any
the
eyebrows?
Yeah, not even slightly. I've already got a name for my shop anyway. Yes, there's some interesting potions. Kato got a something watchful something.
yes. It lets you stay up the whole night without being tired.
Oh, that's useful.
Pretty cool.
Our
I'll
current
point
sort
over
of
to
watch
the-
system involves us having to stay, like rest for 2 hours longer than would be ideal. So if we're in a particular hurry, that could be useful.
Yes,
Hmm.
especially if we need to move overnight for any reason. Someone can keep the cart rolling and the others can sleep.
I can't imagine that would be a particularly restful night, but like sleeping in a moving carriage. But
Well,
definitely worth consideration.
It's not the biggest carriage either.
Yeah, well, who knows when circumstance might force our hand.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true. But he bought it from that lady over there. But there's also a load of different things around. There's a misc section. No wood though.
you
Well, why
probably
would there be wood? Trying to tear up the floorboards?
I don't know. I was thinking of wheels potentially,
Hmm.
and
We would
all
probably have to go
repairs.
to like a carpenter shop or a wagon place for
Oh,
that
there's a
sort
good
of thing.
point. I wonder if they have a carpenter around town.
The next town we'll hit is right beside the forest. I would imagine they would have a ample supply to wood.
Well, yes, assuming you dare cut down anything in the Tarnished Forest.
I feel like they probably have a relationship.
Well, yes, I suppose that's probably true. I wonder if you can
Anyone
get
who
any
wants to
enchanted wood.
survive in an area like that has to have some sort of repertoire with the area.
But yes,
Uh,
if you fancy, you can have a look around here. There's some very weird trinkets and such.
I'll trot on over to the misc section.
Alrighty. So in the misc section, you see the attendants kind of just sat there, tapping their fingers against the table. On top of the misc section, though, you see there are these pair of goggles. There seems to be like a pen, almost made out of emerald. It's beautiful, and immediately gleams in the light. There's a small pipe left down. You also see a beautifully carved horn with what look to be like white owl feathers. You'd very easily pick them up as being owl feathers. There also look to be like these 1 foot long wooden stilts that have been wrapped together with wide red ribbon. And finally then there is this tiny clockwork dog made of copper and tin that comes with the copper wind-up key.
Fascinating.
What's up with the goggles?
Well, these, I mean, hands them to you. They're a set of like these copper-coated goggles with lenses that are a vibrant green color. They let you see in the dark.
See in the dark, you say?
Yeah.
How much?
300.
I had that, and then I bought the potion.
Imagine not window shopping before you buy things. Silly.
Vayne is looking to get his ass beat.
He really.
Would you like?
Go ahead.
Would you like 100 gold, Kato?
I don't need 100. I just need 3.
You just need 3 gold.
You need 3 gold.
Yep.
Just haggle. You can't roll that low, man.
All right.
As long as the price doesn't go up.
400 gold.
I'm gonna God, I'm gonna regret this.
Yes, you will. Would you like someone else to haggle for you?
No, I will use the Fey Cradle.
Oh.
Oh,
That's burning 300 gold right there, friend.
I just want to confirm. When you start to use it, you can't not use it.
I have to use every number on
Yeah.
the list.
And then it's
Okay.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Is it worth
now
3
the
gold?
moment?
Wowza, 3 gold and you're...
Do we have to put Kato into some sort of cryogenic sleep until we reach the next pivotal story
I feel-
moment?
I
And
feel
then
like that might be
unleash it like a
important.
Beyblade.
All right. Message received loud and clear. I won't use that.
It's a big commitment.
I'll give
Yeah.
you 3 gold if that's the
Oh, fuck it, I'll
Oh.
give you 3 gold.
Okay, we'll all push 1 gold in each. Roshana
There you go.
says.
But also still haggle.
Oh, hold on. I might have something to bargain with.
You're winning smart.
While Kato is considering, can you tell me about these other objects? Specifically, they're priced, followed by their functionality.
Sure. This is a horn of silent alarm. Picks up the horn. Carved from bone, seems to be. Goes, this is 400 gold pieces. You can use it to alert 4 other folks within 300 feet of you. Silently,
Useful.
so they'll hear it. The others won't.
Wait, what's the range on that?
I think it's 300 feet. I need to check, but
The range is out of your price range, buddy.
Do you want to
I
know?
was just asking.
God
Jeez.
damn!
Do you want to know a fun fact about that item that I happen to be aware of?
Oh God, go on.
It has charges, but nothing in the
Uh-huh.
description actually suggests that it uses charges to work. So it just has
Ah.
charges.
I mean, it's nice
Because
to have them, yes.
unlike every other D&D thing with charges that specifies
Does
using
it-
a charge,
Yeah.
it doesn't specify that it uses a charge to function.
Sorry, it's 600 feet.
Ah.
When you use the action
Ooh.
to blow it, one creature Oh, it's just one
Oh,
creature. I thought it was
okay.
more than that for some reason. Sorry. One creature, if it
I
close, can
mean-
hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened.
And it
Well,
go through.
it
go
only
through-
needs to be a 1, really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Although if you're completely split up, I guess it is helpful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But then it'd be more
is
than
it-
400 gold pieces.
yeah, but it can go through like rock and everything, kind of.
Yes,
It's like
It's
600.
just
Yeah.
within
Right,
600
like-
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
These then, they are adjustable stilts. Yeah. You can... Takes you a minute or two to put them on, and then you can increase your height by 2 to 5 feet.
Hmm.
And he shows you they're only about a foot long, but he goes, they will expand when you need them to. Those are 250 gold pieces. This is just a very measly trinket. It is a matchless pipe. And you see that a switch made of flint is built into the bowl of a fine wooden smoking pipe. It's nice to look at, most certainly, and it's definitely got quality to it. But with a few clicks of the switch, the pipe will light itself. It's 25 gold. This then is a emerald pen. It does not require any ink to write, and should you wish to write a message to one person in particular, and have no one else see that message, you can do so with this pen. So above game, this allows you to cast illusory script at will, and has no material
Cool.
components.
Oh.
It is 300 gold pieces. And finally then we have this little clockwork dog that my boss is very keen on. You could just turn the key to wind up the dog and it'll follow you all day long.
Cute.
Hmm.
Above game.
Yep.
It's kind of a mechanical question. Because on what was it, Disguise Self,
Mhm.
it specifies that you can't adjust your height more than like a foot
Foot,
either way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that include garments? So if you're wearing say a long hat or a tall hat, you could adjust
Mm,
extra. Because I'm just trying to think with those stilts, like could you effectively be 10 feet tall?
Ah!
Genuinely don't know.
Can you throw up Disguise Self for me there? Because it depends on if it specifies what you're wearing as well. Basic arrangement of the limbs. See if your hat touches it, it feels felt that you are.
It's not like
I feel like since it's mentioning body type,
Mm.
I feel like that could be your
But I
your
feel like
body
that's
height?
specifically like you can't make yourself look like a dog, and that's why it mentions body height, because it's as long as it's the
Right.
same arrangement of limbs. Whereas like you would still have the same arrangement of limbs, you just have really long gangly legs.
I'm going to say for this one that no, Disguise Self won't cover it because I more like the fact of 3 kobolds in a trench coat wearing the stilts and
I
just,
think that is great.
wearing a
I-
long trench coat. If you care about the stilts that much, and let's be honest, they're a common magic item. Uncommon, sorry, but still not hugely rare.
I'm not that
Yeah,
fussed. I was
you
just
can.
interested. Like, it was more of a like just a random mechanical question.
Yeah, he says, yeah, the clockwork dog will set you back 350 gold pieces.
Okay. Would you accept the goggles and the pipe for 315 gold?
Sure.
Hey. Excellent.
what was the pipe? I missed it.
It was the one that
Matchless
just
pipe.
yeah, which functionally is actually a terrible
Oh.
choice for me because I can summon fire in my hand at will.
Mhm.
but it's
Oh.
cool, and I wanted it.
So, yeah. So it's just the pipe that's just lit all the time.
Can be.
You can light it whenever you like.
Oh, okay.
Kato, I
Sure.
will mark off 20 gold, and then you can pay the
295.
295 for the goggles.
I have 297, but I'll happily keep that extra 2 gold.
Yep.
You're welcome.
It was recently your birthday, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. A gift from me to you.
You're on thin fucking ice, Vayne. I swear to
Oh,
God.
what? It was your birthday. No, it's the same facts at this point.
Okay. Pop that into your thingy.
Woo!
Kato. Jesus Christ, you have so many items.
Yeah, it's mostly swords.
I only have 2 swords.
I think you had 3.
I like how my
I think I
my
turned it in for like 5 gold or something.
my list of items is like entirely consumables.
And other people's shit in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I've got truth serum, runner beans, and torpor poison.
I also have some torpor.
Yes.
I mean, my list of items is literally like some potions of healing
Okay.
and the shit I use.
Kato, don't use the potion of watchful rest and the torpor poison at the same time.
I know that seems like a terrible combination.
It does.
Okay, is there anything else people want, or can we leave now?
No, I'm sufficiently broke.
There's a hunting section, traveler's wares, jewelry.
It would make
maybe
us
some-
sad to look at when we don't have the money.
Maybe I could find some animal bait. You got these traps.
That might be useful, yes. If not, we can. Is there a. Rook, could I see the map, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Vayne looks at the map of Colburn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think, because we're going to go over some rivers, aren't we? I was just trying to work out whether we were going to go, like, sort of perpendicular to one. Or parallel, even, actually, to one.
You will be going parallel to one near Farnforth. And
There is a river there, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You are
be
crossing
a-
one between Merchantile and the first
Merchantile.
crossroad between Acklewyne and Farnforth.
Oh, I was just thinking maybe pick up because like if like you could pick up some like fishing bait and a fishing rod, and that way like you can kind of make your own bait for the hunting traps, I guess. Potentially, it doesn't.
Or you could ask me to turn into some sort of water creature.
Oh,
Wreak
it's
havoc.
not like you can turn into a bear and just grab salmon out of a river, bro.
Yes, I can.
Oh yeah. Good point.
I can also just turn into a bigger fish.
Just turn into a salmon and we'll cook you.
Well, no.
So, considering the density of the Tarnished Forest, would we be leaving the carriage in Farnforth?
No,
Well, we don't actually
It
know
does-
what the density is.
I believe that when we discussed our route, someone said that there is a route through the Tarnished Forest. It's just not as well trodden. It's not as well trodden as the rest of the route, but there is a way through as long as you stay near the river. There should be a path. I'm right in that, correct?
Yes, you are.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they did say that there is still a path. It's just not as easily traversable.
Also, I mentioned as much to Roshana, but we should definitely pick up an information on the next town. We don't know if we can, how respectful we should be while we're inside the Tarnished Forest. Perhaps freely hunting would be ill-advised if it has a guardian.
Right.
But once we
Well,
get out of the
this
south,
This was the traps weren't for this forest specifically, but just along the way, if you know.
Yes. While we're having this conversation, can I have been kind of looking around, mainly at the person that I mentioned myself to,
Mhm.
and just kind of reading lips,
Uh,
just if anything's being said about like, look over there, that man.
just give me a perception check, please.
Isn't it a bit early to be on the run from the law?
I've always been on the run from the law. I am the law. Perception. Not,
Oh my
natural,
lord!
Natural one. I'm standing
Um,
close to Kato.
you see her. She's definitely speaking, but it's not a language that you understand.
This business. That's fair enough. I can't say anything to that if I don't understand the language. I'm just shit out of luck.
Well,
Well,
needed that linguist feat next.
yeah. Well, I mean, technically,
She
I've
does
got,
catch
like,
you
a
staring at her, though.
Oh well.
I wink as I catch her catching me, catching her staring at me.
And she has a bit of a shocked and
Oh.
slightly disgusted look in her face as she turns around.
Oh.
It wasn't a
okay.
seedy wink.
I begin pushing at Vayne's waist out of the shop.
Yep. Let's make like a banana and peel out.
Take that back.
Come on, let's go.
Mm.
Come on, Vayne.
I'm going.
We're like 2 days into this trip. We can't be doing this every day.
Yep, he's right.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Let's start to head back. Can I have a quick look around town to see if there's a carpenter's like place? If there isn't, then I'll hop back.
You take a quick scan, and there indeed is not.
I didn't expect so. Cool. Then I'm good to go. I make sure I've got everything out of my bedroom. I say thank you to Caroline and thank you for the wonderful slap up breakfast. And then I go. I leave. I vamoose.
Okay. So you'll clamber back onto the cart. Everything packed up and ready to go. And
Anyone fancy taking the reins today?
I can try.
Okay.
It's been a while, but
I trust you.
you say that now. Hold on, I'm going to
hold judgment.
roll as Roshana. Where is she? Here she is.
Natural 20, Roshana. Come on. Woo.
Gonna jinx it.
Nah. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
Sorry, roll 20 is very slow for me today. I don't know what's up. Okay, wisdom.
Fucking, what did I say?
Oh my god.
Big money, no whammy.
So, expertly and kind of surprising herself, you turn back onto the dirt path. You go around the old well and past the traders. You turn to the right and head on out of Merchantil. Is
Right.
anybody
Right.
what?
It's right though. Oh yeah, sorry, we're going from the other side.
Yep.
Just having a mental breakdown.
Having a poo poo.
I was like, no, we're going to the coast. Beach episode.
Okay. So, the sun is out today, but it is blotted a little bit by the clouds.
Please hold. Your call is important to us.
Nanny?
There we go.
What?
I was just moving our carriage, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Does anyone want to keep watch?
I'll keep watch.
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine.
When you're moving at a
Um,
fast pace as well, you get a -5 penalty.
Oh, cool. 0.
So yeah, as the cart begins taking off, Kato, you stand up to see where you're going, and the cart just hits one little stone, and you go flying backwards in your head off the bottom of the cart.
Kidding.
Can I just say, you remember when Lucky said the face didn't smile kindly on you? Man.
That cat, she cursed me.
She was not fucking kidding. Holy shit.
That cat, she cursed me,
The
man.
narrative writes itself.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Ignore this. Ignore this. I just need to see.
What?
Oh my god.
Maybe you should
Can't
just
write
roll
this.
1,000 d20s.
Maybe you should.
Oh my god.
Did you reinstall Windows when I mentioned it last time?
Shut up, Vayne.
Upgrade to Windows 11 or something? 11's a
Oh
bigger
my
number than 10.
god.
It's cool. Nothing interesting is gonna be happening here, surely.
You know what?
but the
As
important
long as things go good in combat, I'll eat this.
The fact that
If
you
I-
just
if-
said that.
If I
Oh, Jesus Christ.
continue, DM.
Yeah,
Let's,
I will. Give me 2 seconds.
what do I-
Jesus, sword.
It's
Yeah.
just business as usual. Yep.
As I said,
Oh my
the
god.
sun's getting blotted every now and then by clouds drifting by, fluffy white clouds. There is still that spring freshness in the air, with the odd breeze that comes by and gets underneath your clothes and chills you a little bit. As you
We have blankets.
right there for the horses.
The horses aren't using them right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vayne. Are you a horse?
Nay.
Get out.
It's like in horse language, you just insulted his mother.
I'm sorry.
As you move further and further away from Roshana, you notice that the path becomes a little bit more rugged, and the plains around you now begin to sprout patches of grass and shrubbery.
Swabbery.
Shrubbery indeed. Can't. Okay. Yeah, and you notice that like the path, not the path, but the area on either side of the road is now like blanketed in greenery. Soon after the sun crests the midway point, you hear the gentle stream and trickling of water.
What's the pollen count like?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you take a look, you see that hidden behind the taller brush and reeds, you spot the wide river coursing by. The road seems to be leading you towards a flat level wooden bridge. And interestingly, just parked to the south of it, along the bank, you see a large and long riverboat, and there seems to be a few folks gathered around. And
It's a trap.
sorry, did you say it's a trap or insight check?
Both?
Both are sus. Yeah.
Maybe.
Just before you reach the bridge, though, you do see a little plaque that reads "To Barnabas," with an arrow pointing in the direction of the boat.
Oh, okay, right. I thought to burn a best. I forgot that there was a place called that.
Yeah.
I was like, they're burning something? Burn?
Yeah.
Burned
So,
people?
Barnabas is over here.
On Rook's map,
Mm-hmm.
is this? How do I make pointies? There we go. Is this so from here to here? This is encased, isn't it?
The Tarnished Basin, yeah, is pretty much encased.
Yeah. So there's not like a through river like on the map.
You don't know. Well, not that you can see the map anyway.
Okay, not that I can see on the map. That's fine. I was just curious. Okay, that is all. That way's to Bernabess, apparently.
Would be interesting to see, but takes us out of the way.
Yes, it does.
As you're trundling by, the folks near the bridge just give a little wave in acknowledgement.
Vayne waves.
Rook acknowledges.
There you go. We have accomplished the task.
Roshana steadies the horses as they cross over the bridge. And soon the sound of the stream behind you begins to dwindle.
Hang on.
Could have to get something else other than a fucking brown brick.
Could use a character token.
Yeah, we're you were going to do an emblem at some point, weren't you, Vayne?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
That answers that. Okay.
What you gonna do something about that? Yep. It refuses to elaborate.
You hear the wind rustling.
I said.
You hear the wind rustling the green brush around you, and the horse's hooves hitting the ground, and the turning of the cartwheels. Soon the sky deepens from a sky blue to a pinkish, purplish color, and the grassland becomes a little bit more sparse once more. In the distance, you see the road widens and then splits about a signpost into two separate roads. The one seemingly going straight on is to MacLeod, and the other heads south, going to Farnforth. Stopped nearby, you see the small flickering flames of a campfire, just a ways off from the wagon.
That's a trap.
Who wants to roll to get a nice little cushy place to settle down for the night?
I can.
Yeah, right.
Kato.
Give
Kato
me
should
a
do.
survival check then, please.
Sure.
Oh no. Is
I
one
believe.
assisting, or are you just rolling separate?
No, he's just rolling. I believed, see? I'm sorry, I'll just believe in you more often.
Oh, that explains everything.
Do you want to roll as well, Rook, or are you okay?
Well, we'll give Kato his win.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I kind of hijacked your roll.
No, that's alright. It's alright. If you had rolled poorly, I'd be furious.
Yes,
I kid, of course.
Do we?
That's really sinister. I kid, of course. Okay.
I'm joking until I'm not joking anymore.
Kato, you find a nice little dry patch that you direct Roshana towards. A little bit off the crossroad, so you're not directly on it like the other wagon, but it seems safe, and you've got a clear view of everywhere around you. What would you guys like to do?
Do we have much distance from that flicker of campfire we had previously seen?
I'd say it's about 100 or so feet.
Should we pop over and just introduce ourselves so they're not wondering if we're up to no good, and then we don't have to wonder if they're up to no good?
Sure.
I'll stay with the carriage.
Sure. Kato and I can just wander over.
Yeah. Roshana is helping Vayne with the horses as well, getting them on.
Rook,
Hmm.
can we have the tents, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
This one's cold because it was in the bag of cold in.
Okay, no problem. It's a warm day, so or something. I will begin to put the tents up with Roshana.
Alrighty. You head on over and you see it's a rather large wooden wagon, very well made. A couple of horses are left off to the side.
Anyone there?
No response.
How late into the evening is it?
It's just a little bit past dusk.
Hmm.
You don't suppose they've turned in already?
Certainly be an early night, and this close to the road, I can't imagine they would not have a guard up. Looking at the fire, has it been burning for long as we get a little bit closer?
It hasn't been, no. Looks like it was made and kind of left for about an hour or two.
Can I see any tracks that were like around it? Or maybe
Give me a
they've
survival
gone away
check.
or something.
Yeah. As you're looking at the ground, there's this area in particular about the crossroads is quite dusty, and you can see tracks going to and from the fire. But the last ones, superimposing over the rest of them, are going back into the wagon.
I will just use produce flame. I'll just roll it here. Just to hold a flame in my hand to sort of light us up so that we can be seen and we're not just seen coming out of the dim light. And continue on up. If I don't notice anyone before I get up to the carriage, then I'll just knock on the carriage.
Yeah, and you find yourself having to knock on the door to the wagon itself, and you hear rustling from inside and creaking of wood before the door opens, and you see a older gentleman who seems to have like a tin of beans in his hand. He's just eating out of the tin with a spoon. Yep.
Hi, my name is Rook. This is Kato. We just wanted to let you know that we were going to be setting up camp a little bit over that way, just to, alleviate any sort of concern or suspicion you might have. Just suddenly see us there.
Okay. Hi.
We can say you're busy, so we'll get out of your hair.
Let us know if you need anything. Hi.
He like lifts the tin of beans in a cheers motion, then closes the door again.
Right. Head back.
Yep. Well, that was successfully diplomatic.
I like to think so. At least it isn't anything that's likely to get in our way.
Yeah, that's true.
The fewer distractions, the better.
Alrighty. So you guys head back to your little camp. The tents are just about up. Vayne is struggling with the last one. And the fire has been started.
Oh, Kato, just before we get back to the group, it's not really any of my business, but just a word of advice. I would perhaps suggest trying to foster a better relationship with your bound familiar going forward. I found that mine certainly has a personality outside of obedience, and as long as we're all getting along together, I think they'll be more valuable.
Well, you're not incorrect. Well, she seems oddly keen on locating fiends. and I feel there won't be any for quite a long while.
I mean, with any luck, I mean, I understand that my little guy just wants to open locks, which makes them significantly easier to appease.
But I'll take your words under advisement. I'll bamf out the owl, see what she's up to.
On your shoulder, looks at you.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah, just keep walking.
Okay.
As we approach the group, I'll just shout out, "Hey, Vayne,
Ah, hello.
catch this!" And I throw you a chain filled with padlocks.
Can I dodge out of the way and let it just land on the floor?
Just give me a dex save, please.
I mean, I can assure you it's not going to be a hard throw.
Dex save. Ooh.
In fairness, Rook did give you a fair bit of warning, so with that you managed to just step out of the way, just as the padlocks go spinning haphazardly in the air and plunk onto the ground.
I'll pick them up and say, thank you.
Go, and I'll summon my my familiar and send them at Vayne.
And goes scurrying forward and climbs up beneath your trousers, Vayne. Just goes climbing up your body and immediately just attacks the chain of padlocks.
I throw them back at Rook.
Oh shit!
The parrot goes flying
I
in the air
dive.
with the padlock. Give me a dex save, please, Rook.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
shit.
Yeah, you take you take 8 points of damage
Oh my
Holy
god.
Yeah.
as the
Lucky I dodged out of the way, isn't it?
yeah ferret jumps off the padlocks and jumps into your face, and just as you feel the padlocks hit you around the leg and then twist around, it's not
Man,
pleasant.
That would have
Ow.
almost killed you a month ago.
Lol.
Nah. Breathe.
Sorry. I go back to putting up my tent.
Vayne, you've got a real problem with being caught off guard.
Ah! No, I don't. It's
Yeah.
all a ruse. A ruse.
I think he's gone crazy. It's been what? This is our third day out? Second? Third?
He's been on the road before.
Sad. I have been on the road before.
Yeah, but without his daddy Monty, maybe it's a bit difficult.
Oh, why would you bring that up?
He's acting strange.
And the only way to put him back down is to depress him.
He'll do that by himself.
We needn't help.
No,
Right.
true.
Let's get set up.
Alrighty.
If they want to take over with the tents, I will go and look at the tires, the wheels, the circles.
Yep.
Yep. Same again, carpenter.
Yes, please.
Forge. Okay. Dex. Submit. Damn. Need rolls.
It seems to be fine. Yeah.
Good to know.
No wear and tear in them.
Hooray.
Okay. And with that, you guys all set up camp. Do you guys want to take watches? Do you want to head to bed? What's the crack?
Probably take watches.
Take
Take
watches,
one.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. I can take second or third now that I can actually see.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, you got some goggles, didn't you?
Do you want to take first watch then, Vayne, so you can actually get one uninterrupted sleep?
Oh yes, I will take the watch.
Ready? Vayne first. Who after Vayne?
But first I'm gonna have some food.
I guess that would be Roshana going second, and then
Okay.
Kato third.
Right.
Yeah.
I will
Mm.
put some pepper on my food.
On your rations, okay. Delicious.
Peppery jerky and nuts.
Pepper jerky, good. And then just do my thing. What was the investigation?
Perception, please.
Perception. Been a long day.
Yeah, Vayne, you're kind of out of it. As the rest have bedded down for the night. Sorry. You're kind of just looking around, thoughts still swirling of the fact that other Monty has arrived and what that means for you.
Yeah.
Difficult conversation that's going to be had later.
Yeah. Let me rest my eyes for a second.
And you find yourself woken, like shaken awake by Roshana.
Hello.
You have a good sleep?
It's all clear. No, it's all clear. Everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
Man, did Vayne really pass out on watch?
Again.
Oh my god, dude. Come on. Come on, man.
Talking to me, man.
Well, tense warm now because of the fire, so
Thank you. Have a good watch, Roshana.
yeah, nice.
Vayne stumbles towards the tent and just kind of collapses in.
Yep. Okay. Roshana sits back, keeps an eye out, ponders to herself a little bit. The outdoors is definitely a lot quieter than Clancamrye.
True.
Yeah.
And every little snapping of a twig or rustling of the air, she's on high alert.
She's not used to it yet. She'll get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she eventually rouses you awake, Kato.
Yep, I'm up.
Okay. Night.
Yep, good night.
Alrighty. Kato, give me a perception check, please.
Okay. It's holding on to that belief, Vayne. It's desperately holding on for dear life.
Don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let go.
It's a little bit because I think it was lower because you were a bit of a dick a minute ago.
Wow, you're one to talk, Mr. Grill Me. Since we left Clancamrye.
You were mean because I fell asleep.
Jesus Christ.
What do I see?
Kato, you've strapped the goggles of night on, and it's quite comical. Roshana stays awake just a little bit just to watch your head, like, up, down, left, right, back and forth, You're getting used to the adjustment that has been made both for your eyes and just wearing this very heavy contraption on your face. But your watch goes
Oh,
by
it's-
somewhat peacefully. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Just looks around the party, wondering what he's got himself into. And then just looks at the moon, thinking about all his research.
Funny, the moon isn't out tonight.
Oh,
Well, Mana and Amela are not. You see the very faint wisp of Feyre far in the back. Could be mistaken for a very large star. But the other two seem to be quiet and dimmed tonight. It's a very dark night.
just kind of says Lily, you wouldn't happen to be watching me, would you? No, of course not. And then I'll go wake up Rook.
Alrighty.
I wake up.
Okay. You wake up
Come on.
before Kato gets there.
Oh, you're awake.
Those look good on you.
Well, it counts for something, I suppose.
How were they? How did you like your first night of being able to see in the dark?
I can get used to this.
Yeah.
Well, you're up.
You're down.
I want to respond to that, but I have nothing witty. You win this round.
Not everything's a competition, Kato.
I suppose it's my upbringing. Anyway, good night.
There's a lot to dive in.
Backstory.
Feel free.
tease.
Feel free to interpret that any way you wish.
Okay. Poor kid.
I go to sleep.
I'll go take my watch.
Alrighty. Give me a perception check, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Yes.
It becomes a little bit darker. The twilight of the morning, just before the sun rises. You see the fire across the road has completely dissipated at this point, untended during the night. You hear the birds begin to sing, increasingly loudly.
Tweet, tweet.
And
Shut up, bird.
soon the sun does crest over the horizon. An uneventful night, guys. And you all get another long rest. Yay!
I'll spend the last part of my rest just getting the animals ready for the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they slowly seem to be warming up to you guys. At least they're not as jittery when you approach them now.
Damn, forgot to set out the traps. Damn it.
Yeah, that old man could have got us.
Oh, hells, I never... didn't get in.
He'd been to Beans before. It's alright, we said Rook can turn into some form of animal that can fish. On that river that's behind us.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Nice early morning swim.
I'll see how... I'll give Ivory a bit of jerky. Say, I don't know if don't particularly know if birds like that, but we'll see.
Yeah, you place it up to her beak, and instinctually she bites down on it, and then like flicks her head back and forth a little bit, shaking it about a bit, then looks at you and just throws it on the ground.
Kato, I'm not sure these familiars need to eat.
This isn't fiend's
Well,
jerky.
I thought. Well, I thought it would help. Oh well.
I start to pack up the tents.
Okay.
I will also help with the tents.
Yeah.
I will ritually cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Roshana, what are you doing?
Hold on. You see, she just grabs a couple of sticks and just begins poking at the fire. I don't want to make the same mistake I made last time.
What mistake was that?
I picked up hot ash.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
You can use your feet.
Yeah, we usually just kick sand on it.
No, okay. She begins scuffing some of the dust onto the fire.
Jokingly, I just look to Rook. City folk, am I right?
Uh-huh.
I've done survival training, just didn't get to complete it.
Yeah, words don't really live up to actions.
Okay.
You'll get it.
Alrighty. And I think we'll take a quick break here, guys. Say
Woo!
1/4 past the hour. Does that sound? So 20 minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.